After 5 years, 3 spectacular trailers, and 2 E3s since its reveal, Kratos is finally back and rampaging about in an entirely different realm. Before you plunge right into the action though, there are quite a few important things you ought to know. Is the new God of War dishing out more of what the old games gave us? Will fans of the old gameplay like the new one? See for yourself in our list of 7 things to know before playing the new God of War. The first point is very easy to overlook but absolutely crucial to your overall experience with the new God of War. If you're running the game on a PS4 Pro, you'll have the option of playing the game in glorious 4K resolution with the favorites resolution option under graphics settings, but this keeps the game at 30 frames per second. For a smoother performing game, flip it over to favorites performance to get 60 frames per second in 1080p, which will make a huge difference in terms of combat and movement. Whether you're looking for a hardcore challenge or just a quick stride through to find out what the story has to offer, the kind of difficulty you pick will make all the difference. For the average gamer looking for a decent challenge, the Give Me a Challenge mode is the way to go, as it puts just the right amount of pressure to keep you on your toes, making you really appreciate the new combat mechanics. The first 3 difficulties can be changed anytime throughout your game, except for the 4th and toughest setting, Give Me God of War, which is locked in from start to finish. Changing difficulties won't affect puzzles though, so take your time with them. With the whole new Nordic environment that Kratos will be exploring, you'll definitely want to take in every detail around you. Having a health bar or inventory slot blocking you can be distracting. By default, the heads-up display will auto-fade in and out, only popping up during crucial moments like combat, but switching that over to Immersive completely removes it, allowing you to fully immerse yourself in the world and also spot tough-to-find objects. Runes are a very new feature in God of War that add an extra layer of strategy in combat. You'll find them throughout the world and by defeating the many tough bosses around. Your weapon can be modified with certain runes to give Kratos new combat movements that do a variety of things like targeting specific foes or do wide area of effect elemental damage. These moves are limited to a cooldown period though, so no spamming. Runes are also upgradable, giving Kratos the much needed firepower and utility when chopping hits. Another new addition is the simple and elegant skill tree. Rather straightforward, Kratos has a few branches to grow into based on his equipment. Even his son Atreus gets one. If you prefer your God of War to go into combat with his shield and fists and to keep his axes to standby, you absolutely can. Skills are unlocked by spending experience points, which you get from progressing through the main story, killing monsters, and completing side quests. Some skills, however, can only be acquired after your weapons have been brought up to the right level. Early on, these choices won't be too significant, but by mid-game, they can give you the upper hand you need. Atreus does a lot more than just shoot arrows at enemies and provide the story with some growing child angst. Along the course of your travels, you'll find shrines and lore markers that tell you more about the world and its mythology. Atreus documents these in his handy codex, all told from his point of view. Detailed sketches of characters, monsters, and locations fill up organically as you discover more of them, detailing clues on how to defeat certain beasts and other fun observations from Atreus. Lastly, whatever you do, avoid any spoilers from ruining the story for you. The new God of War has a very different narrative compared to the older titles, and has plenty of reveals that will leave you gasping and itching to share. Don't cave in to the pressure, reward yourself with a brand new experience and enjoy it. After a month or so, go nuts. That's our 7 things to know before playing God of War. Stay tuned for the full review and also check out our combat breakdown video on IGNC.